Hi everyone, I hope you all are well and good. Not to introduce myself again, uh, you know that my name is Parthodas, and today in this session we are going to discuss about topic um, regarding class 11. So the name of the topic I have written here, that biological classification. So this is a starting chapter of class 11th NCERT, but it has a huge value because you know that starting class 11 is very much important, because if your base is not cleared in class 11th, bio, class 11th, whatever it is, the subject, biology, physics, chemistry, doesn't matter, then you will feel difficulty in class 12. So that is why we need to focus on class 11th chapters, because in case of biology there are, if I'm not wrong, there are 19 chapters of biology only in class 11, or whatever it is. So start from today's topic, it is the biological classification. Okay, so uh, by this name, can anyone tell me that what is the meaning of classification? Actually, classification means to classify the any kind of objects in different category depending upon the different characters. So let's talk about how they have classified the things. Think about it. When you go outside, okay, what you will see? You will see plants. Majority of the things you will see plants and animals. Yes or no? If I go outside right now, what I will see? I will see that there is green colored plants and there are different types of animals. Either that animal can be human, dog, mosquito, butterfly. These all are called animals. Okay, so there was a scientist. The name of the scientist was Aristotle. So the Aristotle was the scientist who told that Aristotle. We know Aristotle, who is considered as the father of biology. But if anyone asks that who coined the name biology, then the name is Lamarck. Okay, so Aristotle first divided the entire world into two parts. That is, those who have blood cells. Those who have blood cells, they are called enema. E-N-A-I, enema. I guess you all think that blood cells enema, and not having blood cells, okay, not having you blood, not I am considered as blood cells. Blood is present in some category and blood is not present in another category, and that called anema. So this was the first classification. Okay, so why the name I have given that classification means I am classifying the different objects depending upon the different characteristics. Okay, so but you know, in this regard, there was certain kinds of mismatch. Why that name is given? For that reason, other scientists came to clarify this thing. Okay, I will also say those things in the class step by step. Okay, so those who are having the blood cells are called enema, and not having the blood cells are called anema. Got it? Get the point? Now, uh, now what happened? Another scientist came, and the name of the scientist was uh, Linnaeus. Okay, so Linnaeus also divided the entire world into two parts, that is plantae and animalia, that means plants and animals. It was good, but actually it was not good. Suppose I have two pens in my hand, yes or no? One is black color, another is the blue color. So I can classify, these are all two markers, but I can classify these two pens depending upon the, this is black in color, black marker, this is blue marker. So depending upon the color I have classified two pens. Yes or no? That is our entire chapter. Biological classification, that means we are going to study about plants, how they have classified. We are going to study animals, how they have classified. So these are the base of classification. Okay, so next the scientist came. The name of the scientist was Linnaeus. Linnaeus was the scientist, okay, who said that the entire thing has was classified into plantae, P-L-A-N-T-A-E, plantae, and animalia. Plantae means plants, animal means animals, but here also some restrictions was there, because according to that, some, we know there are the cells are of different types, like those who are the primitive cells, we call those prokaryotes. Those are the modern cells, we call that eukaryotes. Okay, those are made up of single celled are called unicellular cells. Those are made up of multiple cells are called the multicellular cells. These are the basic things. Now we generally heard these things in class 7, 8, 9 or 10. Okay, so Linnaeus has divided these things into plants and animals, but in this division, he was not able to properly clarify those who are belonging to prokaryotes or eukaryotes, and those are belonging to unicellular and multicellular. Suppose these scientists in plant in plant most of the organisms came prokaryotes and as well as eukaryotes. But in our view we know that prokaryotics means old type of cells. Why the plants will get the prokaryotic cells? Plants or animals, either it is plant, either I am animal, we both have a eukaryotic cells, but in this division it was not well justified. That is why the two kingdom classification of Linnaeus was not accepted. Yes or no? And also there are other features like suppose like we know that plants can do photosynthesis, but animals can't do photosynthesis. But here also there were several kind of examples now that in animals some are able to do photosynthesis, but animals can't do photosynthesis. But in this division animals can do photosynthesis. There are some examples was there. If I am not able to remember that name, that partially heterotroph, something like that, whatever it is. Now there was too much debate about the classification, either it was Aristotle or it was the Linnaeus. Now the scientist came and that scientist give a proper explanation of the classification system, and the name of the scientist was that uh, that is R.H. Whitaker. Okay, R.H. Whitaker, Whittaker. So this is the scientist who give proper things. So on the what basis? Now what I have said right now, that I have classified the pens according to the color. So before classification, that R.H. Whitaker is the one, he has chosen some points in regards he is going to classify those things. So the number one thing, it was the uh, mode of nutrition. Okay. Number two, level of organization. Number three, cell type. So I have mentioned 3 points right now in the board, but I guess still there are 1 to 2 left. So these are the base on which that Whitaker, the scientist, have divided the new type of classification. Look up, first point, it is the mode of nutrition. So we know there are the basic things that there are basically two modes of nutrition. Number one, that plants are called autotrophs because they are able to make their food by themselves. Okay, so now it is very much clear that which particular group belonging to which group. So plants belonging to autotrophs and animals belonging to heterotroph. Now it is clear because the bases are clear. Next point, he explained the level of organization or organization. Suppose we know some unicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms means that virus, bacteria. So we know that virus and bacteria are made up of a single cell. So these are cellular level of organization, and we know that a complex of cells made a tissue. A group of cells that are doing similar works are called tissues, and the tissues are combined to form organs. Organs are combined to form organ system, and organ system combines to form organisms, that is human body. So this level of organization is also taken. Good. Cell type. Also I have right now I have explained that prokaryote and eukaryote. Now it is very much clear that those are the new types. Look, I am right now I am saying in the video, so obviously I am a multicellular. Multicellular means my body is made up of many cells, and I am an advanced animal. That is why I am able to speak and I will be able to make you understand what I am saying. So my body is made up of many cells, and the cells are eukaryotic. Yes or no? So and those are the primitive types are called prokaryotic. So right now I am just writing what R.H. Whitaker did. He given the 5 kingdom classification. What? 5 kingdom classification. So what are the 5 kingdom? Number one it is the Monera, Monera, Monera. Number 2 it is the Protista. Number 3 it is the fungi. Number 3 it is the fungi. Number 4 it is the plantae. Look at the spelling, plantae, T-A-E, plantae. Number 5 it is the animalia, not animal, animalia. So you will say that, sir, you have written 5 things, but why you mentioned that kingdom name? Let me explain. Kingdom means we know that kingdom means where the king generally stays. Na? Kingdom is a huge big place. So in our total world, we have divided the entire world into 5 kingdoms. That means kingdom is the highest unit. After that kingdom, and it was also, you will find this thing in hierarchy, taxonomical hierarchy. Hierarchy means the order of the division of labor according to order. Like kingdom is the topmost priority, then it comes the phylum, then it comes the class, then it comes the order. After that order it is the family, next is genus, then is species. You have to memorize this thing very urgent, very quickly, because these are all the base of to give answers of good quality questions like NEET. You will able to give answers if your base is strong actually. Then the Monera means all the type of bacteria will be belonging to here. Bacteria, virus, whatever it is, unicellular. Protista means all the kind of algae. Okay? Not algae. Also, there are other examples also. Right now, there are more than algae, not only algae. Okay, algae, protozoa. Okay. I guess protozoa is also slime molds. Yes. Next is the fungi, and fungi means that is mushrooms, and they are called saprotrophs. Saprotrophs means saprotrophs, TROPHS. Saprotrophs means that take the nutrition from the dead and decaying matters. And the next one is the plantae. Plantae means the plant. Plantae means the plant, and animals means the animalia means the animals. Okay. Now, just I would like to say few quick things regarding each of the kingdom. Okay, before that I will write the taxonomical hierarchy. Okay. Okay, I took a little longer time to rub the board. That's not an issue. Okay, come to the business again. Okay, so what I said, now I am going to write the different what I was saying that different the categorization of the taxonomical hierarchy. Okay, and also I have mentioned that the 5 types of what I said that 5 kingdom classification that R.H. Whitaker given. So in our classification it was the kingdom is the uppermost priority. Okay, kingdom uppermost priority, then it is the kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and this is the species, Okay, you are able to see that it is a kind of I can also write in this way, just that direction, but what I have written in a slope like structure, because in slope like structure it fits well, because kingdom topmost, yes or no? That means species, we know species means the lowest level. Suppose my scientific name is Homo sapiens, yes or no? Homo sapiens, the scientific name of a human is Homo, Homo, Homo sapiens, Sapiens. So Homo means, Homo is the genus name, sapiens is the species name. Okay, Family means hominidae or something, and then order, class, take a class, mammals, phylum, vertebrates, kingdom, animalia, yes or no. So you have to memorize this thing also. Okay, so what our right now discussion it was that biological classification that given that Arish Whitaker. So in today's class I will give small introductions regarding the number one, bacteria. Sorry, not, I will not mention bacteria, I will mention Monera. Number two, it should be Protista. Okay, number three, it should be fungi. Number four, it should be plantae, and number five, it should be Animalia. Okay, so first we'll start from the Monera. What actually Monera means? Monera means unicellular prokaryotes, and within that unicellular prokaryotes, we will get bacteria, virus, etc. So you know, bacteria is also divided into two parts. So one bacteria, that is old world bacteria, it is called archaebacteria, and the new world bacteria is called eubacteria. Okay, so also we can differentiate bacteria according to their shape, like rod shaped bacteria, lactobacillus is the example, comma shaped bacteria, that is vibrio, that spiral circular or spherical shaped, it's called cocci, spiral shaped spirulina. Okay, so there are different shapes also, we can categorize that in the Monera. Okay, and next one we come that it is the Protista. So what is the meaning of actually Protista? Protista means, look it very carefully right now, what I have mentioned and what I am going to write right now in the board. Okay, look, only Monera belongs to unicellular prokaryote. You know what is the meaning of unicellular? Unicellular means that is made up of a single cell, yes or no? And Protista, it can be a unicellular, yeah, multicellular eukaryote. Okay, so let me say something regarding that unicellular and as well as the multicellular. I will take 2 minutes to describe these things. Okay, so what happens? Look, right now what I am wearing, this is the blue t-shirt, yes or no? So if I am going to a reception right now, so what I will wear? I will wear blazer or something like stylish. If I am in the home, I will wear that kind of. If I am in the school, if the classes was running out, there is another uniform. Okay, so right now I am in the home. That is why this is my outfit. That means I am changing my outfit depending upon the situations. That means it is we can uh, uh, compare this with the with the multicellular organisms. That means multicellular organisms, what actually means, that means there are different types of cells to perform different types of things. But think about the unicellular. In case of unicellular, uh, only a single cell will perform all the types of activities, and that unicellular prokaryotes are whose? These are the moneras, and unicellular or the multicellular eukaryotics belongs to Protista. Okay, now come to the point fungi, and what I have mentioned right now, fungi are called the saprophytes. So what is the meaning of saprophytes? Saprophytes means that take the nutrition from the dead and decaying matter. Okay, dead and decaying matters. Okay, we know that fungi generally spread itself via spores also. Okay, and it is responsible for causing bread mold or something like that on the food, and in case of our body, ringworm, something like that. And next is the plantae. Plants and animals, these are the two major things, because in class 11th, chapter 3 and chapter 4, I guess, that is the plant kingdom and animal kingdom. So I will mention everything in plant kingdom, how that different types of gymnosperm, angiosperm, how that bryophyta, pteridophyta, flowering plants came. There is an entire thing. Okay, and the last one is Animalia. In Animalia, there are several other phylums. Like in this animal kingdom, we will study about that Porifera, Nidarea. Okay, step by step. So there are different phylums are there. So on today's video, what I have studied, that what are the things by which we have classified the things, okay, on the which basis, and what are the name of the scientists, first of all we have discussed about Aristotle. Aristotle, that means he have divided the entire entire kingdom, entire world into two parts, like having the blood cells, not having the blood cells, Anaema, Anaema. Next came to the Linnaeus, who mentioned that plant and animals, but other than plants and animals, there are other things that we cannot see, but we can feel their existence, like uh, bacteria. So whenever we hear the name bacteria, we think that that is bad in nature. But is it true? Bacteria is bad in nature? It is totally wrong, because 80% of the bacteria are good in nature. You will ask me, lactobacillus convert milk into curd, rhizobium bacteria, nitrogen fixation. Um, in our stomach, there is a bacteria called Escherichia coli. Okay, in our stomach, there is a bacteria called, okay, let me rub the board a little bit. There is a bacteria called Escherichia coli, or in the short form you can call E. coli. Okay, Escherichia coli. It's not that coli. Okay, it is E. coli. So this E. coli is also present in our stomach. That is in a good bacteria. It helps in our digestion or something like that. So majority of the bacteria are good in nature. But what I wanted to say, that this chapter Linnaeus said about plants and animals, but he forget to say about the Monera protista fungi, as they are unicellular or multicellular. But Linnaeus was not able to take those things in his classification. But this scientist, na R.H. Whittaker, he has given the basis of classification, like cell types, division of labor, and other than that, what I was saying, that mode of nutrition. So having a proper base, he has divided the 5 types. That the 5 types are Monera protista fungi. Yes or no? You are thinking that, sir, fungi is unicellular or multicellular? Boys and girls, fungi can be unicellular and also multicellular. Think about yeast. Yeast is used in the fermentation process. You know, yeast, fermentation. And fermentation means converting glucose into pyruvate, and as a byproduct we get the alcohol and other than that. So whatever I am talking about, that are the types of uh, types of uh, division. Okay, how I have divided the entire things. Okay, on which basis? So just go through it. These are the basic thing. Next we will deep dive in other parts, what I have said about the plants and animals. For today, leave it from here, and for the upcoming video, stay tuned. Hope it will be beneficial for you. Thank you. Bye.